again. Midyoku Temple is not a real place, but Kamakura is. Kamakura is really famous for being for having a temple complex with a giant bronze Buddha statue. Midyoku is a place that they just made up. It means charming, like charm, like a charming person. So that's the thing with the game is I've noticed that that at least historically they. That they make up a bunch of names for like the history part, so it can be kind of confusing at times. But it is also kind of funny because some of the names are kind of I don't know. I'll give you an example later when we get to it. Okay. It says Onryo. Onryo is like grudge. Like that's actually I think that was actually the Japanese name for the movie Grudge. Alright. And it's a little bit funny because the sound that you're hearing, that oh kind of sound is it's like very reminiscent of a Buddhist chant. Very, very familiar sound. Okay, so here we go. Alright, I'm gonna go pick out something. I think there's something back here I forgot to pick up. Kind of hard to see. Yeah, jump. Yeah, there was something back here, but I guess it's hard to see because I don't have my light right now. Let's see, so what's also kind of funny is that this is a Torii gate. This is typically a gate in front of a Shinto shrine, not a Buddhist temple. And it's the designated sacred area. Or like when you're entering the shrine complex. Let's see. And it's kind of interesting actually because like typically when you go to a Shinto shrine, you have to do a small purification ceremony. You actually also do it at a Buddhist temple, but they're different. It's a different kind of cleansing ceremony. At least for East Asian countries, for the cleansing ceremony in front of a Buddhist temple is that they have incense sticks. And you light them and you put them in the little holder. I can't remember what it's called in English. Actually, I don't even know what it's called in Japanese. But and then you put them in there and then you sort of waft the smoke over yourself. But for a Shinto shrine, you're supposed to get like there's supposed to be some water around, and you get like a little ladle, and you wash your hands like, to sort of purify yourself before you enter in the sacred area. Yeah. Oh yeah, I need something. Yeah, I can't interact with that just yet. I need something else. Give me a sec. Oh, no, I'm going backwards. Ah, here we go. Brochure. Okay, Miryoku. That says Miryoku, but that doesn't actually tell us what it really is supposed to mean. It's just but the way it's written, it's not characters like the ones you see in the middle. The ones in the middle actually give you a meaning just by looking at it, but not this one on top. It's kind of like it's Japanese syllabary. I can't remember to say the name, but they're supposed to be just sounds. It's just pure sounds like the letters. Let's read the brochure. It was said that during the Heian period, there lived a geisha in the Miryoku district. Her beauty was truly captivating. Enchanted by her beauty, Emperor Saito. Okay, yeah, this is that thing where they're making up stuff. Saito is a pretty typical Japanese family name, but that's in contemporary context. This is like saying emperor. This is like saying back in the olden times when King Johnson or King Robert, which is I guess possible because there's King Charles, but it still sounds funny. Fell in love with her after meeting her. The emperor then built the magnificent Miryoku mansion in her honor where they could often meet. Nobilities and royalties have traveled since to gaze at her beauty, but some have been reported to vanish without trace on their journey. Some believe the geisha was in fact an old witch and that she lured them in used for dark purpose. Oh, okay. Also, um, I don't know where these pictures are. These photos. I'm almost. This is where it's sort of like. Gotta be able to read that, then I can find that actual temple. But it's really funny because right this. Oh man, I can't. I don't know how this is working. I'm turning it in weird ways. Oh no, how did I turn it upside down? Hey! On the back, is there an address? No, there's no address. Oh. Actually, oh, wait a minute. I didn't notice this on the other side. Oh. This is actually really helpful. You'll need... Oh my goodness, they give you the clues right here. You're gonna need this, actually. This is actually really important. You need this handbook to help you understand what's gonna happen later on. I did not notice that before. Let's see. So, oh yeah. They're actually combining a lot of different things in this because this is supposed to be in Kamakura, but Kamakura's in Kanagawa. Kanagawa's like the other side of the country when compared to like Kyoto, because that's what this looks like. It looks like Kyoto. And also like the Heian, like every dynasty. So dynasties often capitals get moved, like centers of power get moved. And then during the Heian period, I can't remember the exact one. I think it was Nara. I think it's the city of Nara that was the capital at that time, and that's very far from Kamakura. So again, this is where they're like mixing and matching a whole bunch of stuff. Let me see. One fateful day, both the Emperor and the geisha mysteriously disappeared, never to be seen or heard of again. Let's see. Located deep in the Aokigahara forest, and again, this is where like there's a lot of mix-up. Aokigahara forest is a forest around Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji is like nowhere close to Kamakura. The locals built the Midyoku temple on top of the mansion to lay to rest the evil spirits trapped within. The temple is so huge and mysterious that even to this day one could still discover hidden rooms and floors in the temple. It's therefore not recommended for visitors to venture alone, as some say that the spirit of the geisha still haunts the place and can only see when soul searching for victims. Okay, again, like this is weird because we're at a temple. Why is there a geisha at a temple? Geishas don't go to temple. Well, like, okay, so, like, okay, I'm gonna go over here. Let's look at the word over here. Let me see. Oops. If we look at the word geisha, geiko, or geigi, the gei part, the GEI part, that means art, like performance. They are performers. Are traditional Japanese female entertainers that are trained as professional singers, dancers, and companions for men. Like, so that, like, their name is their job, right? The word geisha itself means artist. See, there you go. As artists, geishas are trained to entertain men in either a professional or social gathering. The skills geisha use to entertain male customers include serving tea, playing instruments, culture dances, and art of conversation. So it's... Okay, this doesn't translate well, but it's like... Okay, this doesn't translate well, but if you think of like an escort, but without this sort of certain implications of what that is, right? It's like saying that there's a ghost of a geisha at a temple is like saying there's a ghost of an escort at a church or a cathedral. It's like, why? It's really weird. Japanese stone lanterns are seen in Zen gardens all around Midyoku Temple. They have 5 divisions, which represent the 5 elements in Japanese culture. It's common belief that all 5 elements were used in magical rituals with geisha. Okay, so this is... Right, I mean, this is a slight linguistic thing, it's not that big of a deal, but temple tends to refer to Buddhist temples in Japan. That's just usually how they're sort of labeled. And then if it's Shinto, it's a shrine. This, however, the wood, water, metal, earth, fire thing, that's like a Taoist thing. That's like a Chinese philosophy thing. And I'm not exactly sure how much those are sort of associated with either Shintoism or Buddhism. But this is sort of the water, wood, fire, earth, metal. Those are the sort of basic elements that are used in like Chinese philosophy and sort of Chinese alchemy. Which actually, if you think about the Avatar: The Last Airbender, what were the elements in Avatar: The Last Airbender? There are four of them. You got earth, fire, water, and then wind. So there's actually, it's for as much as sort of East Asian influence that or Asian influence that Avatar: The Last Airbender took, one of their primary like elements of the show did not follow all of this particular sort of setup. Right? There's no air, and they split Earth into Earth and metal. So that means Toph couldn't have done her metal bending, because that would have been a different element. Shide is a zigzag-shaped paper streamer, often seen attached to straw ropes and used in temple rituals for purification and blessing ceremonies. These are seen all around the temple to ward off spirits. Okay, yeah, and that's specifically Shinto, not Buddhism. However, the two have sort of they're a very classic example of syncretism in Japan. They've basically grown to resemble each other very, very closely in a lot of respects. This is actually, I don't know if you can see this. I wish this was a higher res picture they were using. But you see all these characters here. You can actually find the ones for here, for Mi, Ryo, Ku, and you can find them here. Let me see if I can. So there's Mi. And then Ri, and then Yo, Ku. Okay, you'll need that later for some of the puzzles. And then here we go. So these are actually the numbers, characters for numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And very easily, 1 is just 1 line, 2 is just 2 lines, 3 is 3 lines. But by the time you get to 4, it breaks the pattern. Okay. And 4 seasons in Japan. So this is actually really, really important. Japanese culture puts a fair amount of emphasis on the 4 seasons, 4 distinct seasons that those changes. And haiku actually, when you do haiku, you're supposed to make a reference to the season. And we're gonna get to that actually later. Where's the dang lantern? Okay, wait. Oh. This is actually one of the clues. Okay. Paper fan. We're gonna get to the paper fan later. Okay, but there's a lantern around here I'm supposed to grab. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Lantern. It's kind of funny actually. Red lanterns like this are often associated with a bar district in Japan. What's this one? Oh, flint. Okay, good. So there. Now I lit. With the flint and the lantern, you actually get light now. Ah, the key. Underneath the doormat, I see. Actually, that's not for the door. That's something else. Let's see. Gotta go back. The fans, actually. Yeah, the fans are a clue to something. Go back. Explain it. Dang. It's supposed to be a fan here. Oh no, I lost it. I know there's a fan around here. There is a fan. Because you kind of need it for the clues later. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me it didn't spawn. No. Or maybe they're distributed differently. I don't know. I do like the graphics overall. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. We need this fan. We need that fan later. Okay. Oh yeah. So that's the other thing. Is they keep calling this a temple, but this isn't a temple. This is actually like a mansion. That's why this is kind of weird. Why they keep calling it a temple. I mean, it's underneath a temple, I guess, but this isn't. Nothing about this suggests that it's a temple. It looks like a mansion. I mean, just like a cathedral, a church, a mosque, a synagogue. right? That these certain sacred spaces come with a certain architecture to them, and it makes it really obvious what they're supposed to be. Okay. This doesn't look like it. Alright, now let me see. I want to... I do like kind of the idea of the bridge crossing over into a sort of mystical area, spooky area. Oh, here we go. Here's the box. Use the key. Gotta use that key. Alright, so there's the other fan. That's the letter from Hana. Hana's a really common. Hana in just generally means flower, but it's a really common girl's name. Unless you're talking Korean, and that means just the number 1. Hana dual set. Yeah. I can't remember if there's another fan. Wait. Okay, I got 3 fans. I need 1 more. Can't remember. Okay, actually, let's look at some of these things around here. Well, okay, so actually that doesn't lit very well. Let me see if I can light it. It's my light. Okay, so no. Let me see if I can get the other one here. This one's better. Okay, so if you look at that, that is a kind of, it's actually like a coat of arms, and that's actually that particular symbol is a fairly common symbol for like the Japanese government. Like representing like so kind of like trying to think like the stars and stripes or the bald eagle is often used for symbol or seals for the U.S. government. This is one that's also used generally for the Japanese government. And that history goes actually back a little bit. But that general design of a circle and things in it, that's a general sort of it's a fairly standard way of doing a kind of coat of arms, or a family, a coat of arms. So I don't know which ones these are. I'm almost certain I could look them up, but I'm just not that familiar with it. And this thing here in the middle, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is actually. And there's nothing in it. It's just sort of sitting out here. I don't know what this is supposed to be. And these ones are actually typical. This is a kind of rice bale. So I don't know how it's constructed exactly. I just know that this is how you like bundled rice together. Can't remember anything else on here. Huh. Actually, the more I look at it, the more I'm kind of irritated that they keep saying like temple, and like none of this construction looks like a temple. Oh wait, let me see. I know I can get on the roof. I remember I did that before. Let me get this way. Right, like it's just a sort of generic mansion, which is, you know, which I think is what they're actually going for. Once you get inside, you realize it's just like a house. Where is the roof? Like, shove itself into the rock there. Ooh, what is that? Kind of hard. Interesting. I know I'm not on the ground anymore, but I'm just waiting for myself to fall. Hey, that's interesting. That's actually like the door knockers down there, down below. Okay. Actually, and I want to. There it is. Okay, so there I fell. Actually, see how the tiles at the end of the roof right there that are circular? Those. Guess what shape that sort of matches? That matches the shape over here, and so you can actually get that. You can actually put like your family crest or your coat of arms on the end of your roof like that on each of those circles. Let's do the first puzzle. Oh, it's supposed to make it scary, you know. I don't know why it's not doing it. Okay. Okay. Well, anyways, okay, so first puzzle. Where's that thing? Ah, notes. Okay, letter from Hana. Okay, so General Natsuhisa. Again, I don't think that's a real person. You honor me with the gift of your son's shogi board. A shogi board is like a chess set. I can only pray that time will assuage your family's grief. There are still preparations that I have to make. It would be ideal if you and your wife could time your arrival with the coming of the new moon. I had a dream of your son last night. He was seated at the shogi board, but I could not see his face. The rook was see, it's a rook, right? It's supposed to be like a chess set. Was protecting his silver general. That actually, I actually don't know shogi, but you'll see later that the pieces actually say silver. He then moves his rook, capturing the enemy silver general in the Demon Slayer opening gambit, a reckless trap move. This dream troubles me, General, although why, I could not say. I must warn you, General, I fear the villagers have gotten more inquisitive. Only yesterday I found the footprints outside my window. Ooh, that's creepy. Perhaps they are merely curious about the rumor that I'm a former Kuruwa geisha. Kuruwa. Actually, I don't know that word. I probably should look it up. Nevertheless, given the sensitive nature of our arrangement, I would ask that when you arrive, knock on my door in the following sequence. Then I will know it is indeed you. Cherry blossom, bloom masks. Oh, okay, wait. I forgot I wasn't even looking at the chat on the dang Twitch. There's that button. Oh yeah. August is here. Yeah. So that symbol, right? That symbol's not Heian. That's what's that? That's Edo already, isn't it? It's past. No, Tokugawa. Yeah. Wasn't it Oda the first one to wear it? Okay, there we go. So we got the Sengoku period. Okay, cherry blossom masks worn to Momijigari. Snow comes in the sun. I enclose a gift to your wife. 4 paper fans to protect her from the summer heat during your journey to Kamakura. She will speak to her son soon, General. I remain your humble servant, Hana. Okay. Alright, so actually, this part here, right, that's your clue, and let's go back to the brochure. This is where I'm kind of irritated that I can't move it, because you really need to be able to read this brochure to understand. So they're saying here, if I can read it carefully, the symbol of spring is cherry blossom sakura in Japan. When cherry blossoms are in bloom, you will find that the streets are covered in beautiful shades of pink. Natsu, summer. Typical Japanese summer, except for Hokkaido, is very hot and humid. Rainy season occurs from mid-June to mid-July. Rain plays an important part in the agricultural and plantation industry of Japan. Aki, autumn. Autumn is the harvest season, where farmers harvest rice, vegetables, and fruits. This season is where the maple and ginkgo leaves turns to vibrant shades of orange. Kuyu, winter. Winter is the season of snow, but usually only in the northern parts of Japan and mountain areas. Hues of blue and white are seen blanketing the countryside, the most calming season of the year. Okay, so, right, cherry blossoms, momijigari, snow, then the sun. Okay, so this is actually where they made a mistake. Momijigari, those are red leaves. They're talking about the leaves like this here on the tree when they turn. And also this, I hate when I do this. I can't figure out how to do this. Okay, like that, okay. Okay, whatever. Terrible at this. Never let me stream again. I can't turn it. It's not turning right. Okay, whatever. Okay, but that autumn leaf, right? That's a momojigari. Or momoji is actually, that's what that is. You see, and then so that's the clue here. You're talking spring, autumn, winter, then summer. So you're supposed to look at these ones, at these fans. Oh, look at that. That's autumn. That's spring. That's summer. Okay, I don't have a winter one. And actually, this is a really big thing for in certain Japanese cultural items. The one I wanted to mention was what was it called? It's the card game. Was it Furuta? No, that's not what it is. But there's a card game, and this actually plays a big part in the movie Summer Wars, because the cards each have a certain seasonal motif, and you have to match the motifs with like the poems. So they're kind of doing the same thing here, but with the paper fans. And I'm trying to remember where the dang other fan was. Let's see, wait, I got the one from Chad. The one there. Oh, there's one more. Oh, yeah, Karuta, there we go. Where's that stupid fan? Audience, help me, I can't remember where the dang fan is. Got the key there. It's for later. Maybe it was over here? Ah, I think, yeah, I think it's underneath this thingy over here somewhere. Oh, there it is, there it is. There you go, paper fan. There you go, got all the clues now. Yeah, okay, That's spring, autumn. I guess that's winter? I guess that's summer. Okay, so they already put it in order for you. Oh, no, they didn't. Okay, so it says snow and a sparrow? Okay, so I guess that's snow and... That's a duck. That's not a sparrow. That's weird. Okay. Orange falling leaves. That's fall. Lovebirds and fully blossoming. Okay, so that's the snow, and that's the sparrow? I don't know. I'm getting really confused about which one's which now. Okay, so, alright, so let me see if I can get these, because I think that's summer. That's fall. Those look like cherry blossoms to me. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out eventually. But so the thing is that we need to look at is actually this right here. This is the other clue, which again, you need the brochure for. So that's 5. That's 5. That's 5. That's 4. Okay, well, that makes things easy for me. And the way you can tell is actually on the brochure, it actually tells you, right? Remember on the brochure, it gives you... So there's 5, and there's 4. I don't know if you can read that very well. So for the thing here, you gotta knock it. And you gotta knock it... Right, so the poem gives you the order of the fans. And then the fans give you the number of knocks you're supposed to do. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, maybe I didn't do it right then. Because it's supposed to be green. Let me do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, we go. Okay, so that makes it easier. The rest are just 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ichi, ni, san, yon, go. I, R, san, su, wu. Ah! Voila! Open sesame. Ah! I hate that sound. Okay. Actually, so if you get scared of the game, don't get too scared. The game actually doesn't do anything to you. You don't. There's no life points. There's nothing. It's just a lot of sounds. Um. And so again, like this keeps getting marketed as a temple. This is not a temple. This is just somebody's house. And a lot of blood, and a lot of like web cobwebs. Okay, so one of the things that I actually wanted to last time I played this, I noted a lot, is I really like the pictures, but the pictures are very, very, very anachronistic, and we'll get to it. Okay, so I want you to kind of pay attention that you're getting like a profile shot of that face. All right, let's see then. We're gonna look at some of the other pictures around here. We'll need them later. Okay, and notice in this one, right, it's full-bodied. It's a kind of 3/4 view. All right, and then... Okay, so this one right here, right, it's a portrait. And if you look really closely, right, like, it's very thin line work around the face. And then if you look over here, it's... Did you hear that? Oh man, I guess they don't like my explanations. But it's a very different art style on this one. Ooh, let's get some. Nice sword. Let's start looting. Family crest disc. Okay. Grab everything that's not nailed down. Okay, lock piece. I can't remember if there's anything in here. No. But yeah, so the reason I'm getting at is I know, right? Edo ukiyo-e paintings, like it like makes no sense. Oh well, actually, this one actually might be considered. This might be that kind of style, ukiyo-e, but this one here, this is not. This is already coming into the modern period. This is like this is already like 1800s, 1900s, and because this is after some Western influence. And now you're starting to get that kind of more naturalistic look on their faces versus the other one. Let me see. Is this one like this one? This one is a very sort of typical. You think of when you think of ukiyo-e or the woodblock prints, right? Okay. And like you can see how their faces. There's a certain kind of art convention they're doing with the faces. Right, like the really small like kind of slits for eyes is a kind of artistic convention that's very, very typical before Western influence. And after Western influence, you can see like, oh, okay, now we have to do the full. We have eyelashes, we have the cornea, we have the pupil and irises and everything. Okay, so it actually takes a very, very different look. That's why I think of it as very anachronistic. Ah, Inugami. I got some masks. Oni, Tengu, Oni. Okay. Can't remember. There's a couple other things I gotta steal in here. Let's see. What's this again? Okay, where is this? Another letter from General Natsuhisa. Oh, this is a shogi. This is a shogi board. Okay, we'll get to that later, I think. We need some wood. All right, let's see. Can I? Oh wait, I gotta. Is it in here? Okay, no, I gotta get the more family discs, I think. Okay, the crest disc. It's kind of funny. I don't know what that is supposed to be, but it's very, very, very reminiscent of a hilt off a sword. That's why when I first played this, I thought that's what it was. I thought they was gonna put that hilt right there. I thought that hilt was gonna be it, but no, these things are gonna go in the box. I gotta find more of them. Ooh, metal cube piece. I need another one of those. Okay. Wait, I think. Okay, let's stick to the notes. I can't remember what the letter. Okay, Hana-san. Word of your power is spread among the shogunate's court. Okay, and again, anachronism. This is really funny because shogunate, shogun, that doesn't come until the end of the 1400s, about the 1500s. Okay, so that's like when you're thinking like samurai, like that's the time period, and that's when like the samurai are the ones who sort of control the country. But the problem is that's like what 200, 300, 400 years after the Heian period or whatever. So I'm like, so that's kind of weird. That's why, again, where they're kind of mixing a whole bunch of things. Okay, you're described as both a person of great power and discernment. I therefore open this for your eyes in the hopes that what we have heard is true. Distant though you are, you will undoubtedly have heard that we have taken Osaka Castle. Again, Osaka's like really far from Kamakura, but anyways, from the Toyotomi clan. Toyotomi and Tokugawa, those are names that would be associated with Shogun. My eldest son, beloved of his mother, was at the siege. He gave everything for the glory of the Tokugawa shogunate and covered this family in honor. So it's kind of funny because I don't think they're actually considered. I don't think they actually take the title shogun until much later, right? Until all this is settled. But whatever. I sent this letter to you accompanied by his favorite shogi board. There was an opening gambit he was especially fond of, the Demon Slayer. What? Izu no Guruma! Inokata! Kwa! It might provide insight into the man he was. Impetuous, perhaps, but always brave. The sight of it fills his mother's heart with grief, but perhaps it may help shine a light to the dark path my son is on. And I think I got that backwards. I haven't watched that show in a while. Nevertheless, I imagine that perhaps if my son's mother could hear her son's voice again, she might be able to find some measure of peace. Trust that I do not say this lightly. Our family would be indebted to you. Do inform us of when it would be suitable to call on you. We trust in your discretion, General Natsuhisa. Alright. Okay, let me see here. Okay, here we go. Family disc. Play bowl. I need this. Forged wood. I think. Can I do it now? Okay, wait, I think I do have it now. Now I can unlock this thing. No, not yet, not yet. There's a couple other things I gotta do. I think. Don't I have to break something? I think I have to break something. Oh, wait, no. Now I got it. Okay. Okay. So, family crest discs. Okay. So, let's see. Here we go. Okay, so. Yeah, I'm trying to think, how do I do this? Oh, there it is, okay. There we go. Alright, there we go. So, these three crests, actually, so what happens is that these ones here, the clue's outside, so let's go back outside to review. So, right, so we got this one here, the three leaves. I can't, okay, so wisteria plant? I can't remember. And then you have the three gourds, and the lighting is really weird in this game because I don't know where that light source is coming from. There's light on this side, but not on this side, even though I have the lantern. Whatever. Okay, but we got three gourds, and the last one's a ship. Okay. We can see it clearly. So there we go, that's a ship. Alright. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take these ones down here. And you have to rotate them. And let me see. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you have to rotate them until they match up. Okay. Okay, no, the other way. There we go. So there you go for that one. Okay, there's the other one. Wait. Okay, don't think I did that right. There we go. Click. Alright. So this is the stash. Got the booze. Got the coins. Alright, looting it. Okay, so we're playing D&D still. Okay. Okay, now let me see here something. Okay, so I think did they change it? Okay. Okay, so I guess I don't know. So what happens here? Okay. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing here. Okay, so this is a very like traditional uh Japanese fireplace, right? In the middle of the room, right? Everybody gets around the fire, stay warm. They can eat, get something from the pot, right? Here's a nice little like iron fish thingy to hang your stuff from. Although I don't know if that's how you would do it. Okay. And then I'm pretty sure you can hang stuff from here to dry. But anyways, here we go. So, I almost said that in like, I was gonna say yuan, but that's N. Okay. Tsuru, that's crane. Ame, that's turtle. Can't remember what that's in, how do you say that in Mandarin? Like, E? I don't remember. And then yan, nen, toshi. That's a year. Okay. You don't actually have to understand what the heck those mean. But they're just gonna be important for the or for the puzzle later. Okay. I thought these were a reference to something before the first time I played this game, but I don't think they were. I think they're just sort of random. I don't know what they're supposed to. Why they pick these particular ones. Unless, well, okay, wait, no, maybe I got this right. Okay, wait. Rain and turtles are symbols of longevity, and so this character means to lengthen or long, or far away, and this is a year. So like many years, long life, I guess. I guess that's what we're supposed to be getting at right here. I don't know if that's a character. Let me see. I think it's just sort of randomness. Yeah, no, if it was, it's really mashed. I can't tell. I think that's just how they have it. Okay, let me see. Ah. Okay, so pawn shogi piece. I forgot. Okay, so you're gonna let me do it? Okay, wait. Oh, there's a close up. There we go. My mouse is bad. Okay. So all of the front rows are all pawns. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Okay. So, right, like, that's gonna be the rook. And then what did he call it? I can't remember what. Oops. What did he do? So from this, Silver General. That's what they call it, okay. So... see... So you have to get the Silver General and the Rook. You have to, like... So that's silver. That top character actually means silver. Right, and then the bottom one, the bottom character is for general. Lance. Oh wait, so wait, no. The Silver Knight. This is your gold general. So okay, good. They tell you exactly what they are. Okay. Okay, let me see now. Because you're supposed to move it. Maybe not yet? I don't know. I think maybe we'll do it later. I think we need a piece. I can't remember how this works. Okay, but anyways. So we're gonna go here and we are going to use... There we go. So this is the lock here. I actually don't know if this... I don't know if this is an actual kind of style of lock or not, or just they just made it up for the game. Actually, yeah, I know that article that you're talking about for the messing up on it. I remember that because he was talking about D&D and like QAnon. Let me see. Come on. Oh. Oh no! I turned off the lights. How'd I do that? Or wait, did they turn it off? Because I know that there's a certain point where they just turn off the lights on you. It sucks. Okay, anyways. Alright, so here we go. So they have a bunch of characters here, and you gotta do the ones from the, you have to do the ones from the actual, the fireplace, and you gotta match them. So that's why you need to know them. Okay. And as far as, like, I'm actually trying to sort of figure out why they do them. And I literally just accidentally just did it right now. So you can just keep fidgeting with it until you get it, but, the characters were just sort of random things. I should have told you what they meant when I was going through them, but whatever. Okay. And then Hinomaru. See this? Oh, it's so anachronistic. Right. The sun on the white field for a flag. That's modern Japan. That has nothing to do with medieval Japan. It's kind of weird. And again, another one of like the sort of like more contemporary, more modern ones. Like if you check out the eyebrows and the eyes, like the lips. If you see like the way the face is done, I'm trying to see if there's another way they're doing it. There's another like. Yeah, let me see. Maybe that close up something else later. Burnt seal incantation. I fear something terrible has occurred. Free her. In hell! Soul binding. Drawn from base elements. Metal, wood, water, fire, earth. Do not forget the mask. The only way. Save her. To leave. It's a little bit hard to tell because this is all hiragana, so I'm kind of not understanding it very well. If it's supposed to mean anything at all. Because as I've sort of explained, this is a real mishmash of a bunch of different things. Okay, so actually, good. Here we go. Right, so if you look at like this sort of artist convention, like the hands, how they have sort of round and chubby, right? The way the eyes are done, the way the lips are done, and then if we look down here, right, like the hands. So you can see that like she's doing the same sort of gestures. She has the same sort of gesture that you would get in this sort of like thing, but they're drawn very differently, right? And this is a sort of the effects of sort of Western art traditions on Japanese art traditions. So just by looking at it, you can tell that this is a fairly relatively modern image. So like maybe within the past like 100, 150 years kind of thing. And notice that they like you're getting a little bit of kind of perspective happening, right? Because you're looking down on her head a little bit because her face is turned downward. But right, in sort of outside of the tradition, everything's sort of straight on, right? You never really look at the top or the bottom, or look at from the top of their head or from the bottom of their face or whatever. It's always straight on. Right, you get some other stuff over here. See, similar, right? Always straight on. Oh yeah, and the label, can't remember. Gotsuma? I think it's how you say that. Gotsuma Bijin. That's so it's just like Gotsuma the beautiful lady. I think that's what that is. Oh. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so what do I gotta do next? Oh yeah, I gotta open this door and face like something creepy. I think. Here we go. Oh wait, I gotta look through the crack, don't I? Or something? Can't remember. I feel like a peeping Tom. I just gotta poke my finger through the oh, there it is. Through the paper. Ooh, this isn't creepy. I kind of I mean, I'm not really well versed in like incantations and magic, but as far as I can tell, most of this on around the outside is just gibberish. I mean, like they're real characters, but I don't think it really amounts to anything. And so here we go. We got tell you what it is. Okay, so this is again where you have to like pay attention to the brochure if you don't know Japanese. Wood, fire, earth, metal, water. That's fire. That's metal. That's water. That's earth. That's wood. Okay. Let's see. Ah, come on. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember this puzzle. Okay, so I gotta let's see. Right, so if you look at the doll and you look at the bottom, you have to be able to read that. That says I, Eddie, Kumi, Nami, Mai, Hana. Ah, there's Hana. Trying to see if I can read what that says on her thing. Kind of hard to read. It's like all the same thing. But anyways, so those are very typical like Japanese girl names. Hard to read that. I'm trying to remember what I gotta do here. I know what to do, but I'm trying to remember how to do this in a certain way so that it makes sense to a person who doesn't know what this game is. What do I gotta do? There's supposed to be. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Strange table of characters. I find it funny that it's a strange table of characters, and this is literally just the Japanese alphabet. This is basically the ABCs. So like someone holding up a chart with the ABCs and saying it's a strange table of characters. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A, I, U, E, O, Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, Ko, Sa, Shi, Su, Se, So. So right from top to bottom, it does the vowels. A, I, U, E, O. And then right to left, it does the consonants. So A, Ka, Sa, Ta, Na, Ha, Ma, Ya, Ra. So if you want to do an S and an E sound, Shi. Or S and an U sound is Su. If you want a an N sound and a O, there's your no. So that's just how that works. Alright. And you can use that for their names. And I'm trying to remember. Okay, we need to do that. I'm trying to remember. I am trying to remember. I can't remember exactly the next. So. Okay, so I know there's a couple things I need. I know what I need. The chanting, as far as I know, I personally I don't think I'm good enough to understand. But the chanting, just general, is just I think the average person doesn't understand it anyway because it's supposed to be like a Japanese version of Sanskrit. Um, right. So I you're gonna have to ask someone who actually like is really into Buddhism in the Japanese context to know exactly what that chanting is supposed to be. Um, because you're not gonna get it from me. Haha. All right. I'm actually having trouble reading this thing on the right. I think it's a name. Taikacho? Kind of like I don't know. It looks like a booklet keeping or for record keeping. That says a memo like a memo pad at the bottom. That's not that last character, but I don't understand that name. It's like Treasure More memo. I'm sure there's some. It's supposed to mean something specific, but obviously, well, I'm just an amateur. I'm not an actual historian. Ha ha ha. I just play one on the internet. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to do the shogi thing here, but I can't remember how to interact with it. Trying to remember. Huh. Okay, so I'm supposed to do Silver General. Ah, yeah. Okay, so I have to use a rook to capture the enemy Silver General. That's what that is. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, so I think that's a Silver General. Okay. I believe. Ah, okay. Here's the rook. Here's the rook. Okay. So yeah. Feicha. Okay. Hisha here. Tobikuruma. I actually don't know how to. I don't know the names of shogi pieces very well, but this is. You need this one. You need that one to capture the Silver General. Ah, man, I can't remember how to do this. Okay, select, dismiss. Yeah, because you're supposed to use that to capture the dang Silver General. That's what you're supposed to do, but I can't remember. I don't know why it's not letting me do that. So. General. Do I have to like... Oh, good golly. You guys are just gonna like look at me like... Is this what it feels like to be a real archaeologist? Just picking up pieces and putting them back down, thinking like, what the heck is this supposed to be? What am I supposed to do here? I don't know. You know what? I think I have to actually... I think there's a shogi piece around here that I have to find, but I haven't found it yet. I'm supposed to get it. Is it in this dang thing? Bucket? I'm pretty sure there's a shogi piece that I'm supposed to get, but I can't remember where I put it. This is why your mother always tells you to clean your room. But Mom, if I clean my room, what would future archaeologists find? Eh. The dolls, quit staring at me. Something in here? No. I feel like a small person. Trying to jump to see what's in it. Oh, I'm on the thing! Oh, snap! Let's jump on the dolls. Ugh! Crisscross will make you jump, jump, jump. Don't think... Yeah, oh wait, I think I need to open this for the cup, so this room, actually, I don't need this room just yet. Ah. Oh, there's it, I missed it. Here's on the floor. Mysterious note, add to inventory. Here we go. I need this one. Away from prying eyes, my secret lies. Hidden within her beauty, silence is her companion. Her name hidden among columns in the rose. She is free of burdens. She wears her passion fiery as the maple. So again, they're kind of doing... So you really have to pay attention to the clues here. So, alright, so here we go. Let's see... So... Okay, so it's... Okay, so it's her, it's one of the dolls. Columns, hidden among columns, then rows. So that's this one. So you gotta do the columns and then the rows. She's free of burdens, and her passion fire is the maple. So I'm gonna talk about the dolls a little bit. This is very sort of reminiscent of Hanamatsuri. That's the girls' festival, the doll festival that happens in the spring. And they usually set up a bunch of dolls, and it's supposed to... They're dolls of, like, the Emperor and his court. The Emperor, the Empress, and their court. So there's a bunch of steps, a bunch of platforms, and the dolls are all placed on that one. And that's what this is sort of reminiscent of. The way at least it's placed, although I don't think... They're usually portrayed kneeling down, like sitting. These are standing, so this isn't quite the same thing. Okay, so we gotta do free of burdens. So no umbrella, no koto, that one. So, or one of these two. And fiery, so I assume it's the red one. Eddie. So Eddie. Oh, okay, so actually, let's actually find that, so... Try to memorize it, hopefully you can. This one, so, okay. E. D. That's 3. So, ri. First columns, then rows. So this is a 1, 4, 9, 2. Better write that down. I am literally gonna forget that, even though it's only a few few digits. Oh man, I need paper. How am I supposed to... Okay, so... 1, 4, 9, 2. Hey, 1492. I think that's how you're supposed to do that. Okay. Otherwise, I'll do it later. Here we go. And I can't remember how it's supposed to... Can't remember the order. It's supposed to be left to right or right to left. Okay, so 1, 4, 9. There it is. Oh, stealing stuff. There's that shogi piece. Oh, sake cups. Alright. Let's go drink. It's the weekend, everybody. Jump down the stairs. Ah! So much blood. Here we go. Let's see. Now we're gonna use... Okay, wait a minute. I want a close-up on this one. So we gotta use this bad boy, and we're gonna use it on... here. Okay, so you have to put it down. That's your rook, and then you have to capture the silver general. I can't remember if there's another silver general that you're supposed to get, like that one. Okay. Oh, I did the move wrong. How did I do that right? Ah, okay, so wait a minute. Okay, so, right, so... the rook is in front of the... So you have to do the move right. So that's the silver general, that's the rook, and then you capture their silver general, then it unlocks. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? That's creepy. Just ignore it. None of your business. Oh, good golly, what the heck is this? Grotesque mask. As far as I know, this mask has no, like, direct parallel in Japanese culture, as far as I know. But it's very, very reminiscent of, certain, paintings of the Trinity. The Christian Trinity. The God, or the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. If you look up, Trinity paintings, they'll actually have 3 faces, kind of combined like this. Those were painted like in the 1500s or 1600s. I think there's a particular artist that does it like that. But otherwise, this is just them being creepy. Ow! Okay. Shogi boards. Okay, so I have everything I need. Actually, I've normally monitor the Twitch on another computer, and that computer shut down, and so I've not been watching the chat. I am so sorry if you've had questions for me. I've just been blathering on all, talking to myself, and that's dangerous. Okay. Alright, so while my other computer boots up so I can actually read the chat, I'm gonna go over this part here. So, remember that incantation? You need these 5 elements, so we're gonna go get them. Okay, so water, wood, fire, earth, metal. Let's see what we got already. There's your wood. There's your metal. Clay cup. Let's go get some water. Hi. Cup has been filled. And then there's another spot that actually was kind of weirding me out. This thing here. Like, what is this? It's like dirt. It's clay. Right, so I'm supposed to use this thing here. So there you go, you got your dirt. And then I think... yeah, this next part's gonna be super creepy, so if you don't like creepy stuff, then close your eyes. Oh, holy! Ma'am? Are you okay, ma'am? You seem to be... Are you making yourself taller? Are you stretching your back, ma'am? Ma'am? Excuse me? Hello, ma'am? Okay, ma'am. I'm actually gonna look at her. I'm actually looking at her dress now. I'm like, huh. Let me see. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Did they do that right? Did they try the obi right? Okay. Cause I. So again, like this is where if I was a better art historian, which I'm not, I just play one on the internet. So the way you actually tie the waist, like the belt, there's actually different styles to that, and think. I think they're making a reference here. So I think this is a proper style. I can't remember what it is, how to say it in Japanese, but I think it looks like an oyster knot. Oyster clam knot. And normally that knot actually looks kind of small. And normally that's supposed to be in the back. And I believe if you put that knot in the front, you're supposed to be a prostitute. Right, easy access, you know what I'm saying? Ha 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 ha. Okay, anyways. We gotta work our exorcism skills. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Yo mo guai fai di chao. Yo mo guai fai di chao. Okay, have to do my research. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Dirt. Put the dirt down. Water. Put the water down. Let's see, I'm gonna do the metal. Put the coins down. Wood. Put the wood plank down. Look at my black magics. Okay, I think I gotta do the torch. There we go, it just lights up for you. I think that's everything, and then I gotta use some... I gotta put the mask on her. Y'all ready for this? Dun 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 dun. Okay, so I'm just waiting for everybody to close their eyes and turn down the volume, because I can't remember exactly what happens, but it's not good. Boom. Ah! Ma'am! You're on fire! Ma'am! Oh, good golly. Get rid of poltergeist feelings here. They're here! Oh wait, were the dolls doing something? Oh shoot, I didn't even pay attention. I didn't even care. Whoops. Ah! See, there's no health. There's no hit points in this game, so. Okay, so this is super creepy because they got like... It's super creepy because those are snakes, but the snakes don't actually have a head. There's no heads or like tail ends to it. They're just sort of writhing in there. It's super creepy. Here you go. This one's actually rather interesting, right? Because you're seeing the back of her head and then her face and the reflection in the mirror. Alright, we got some cranes, some birds, sparrow, blood. Here's your socket A bottle of unknown liquid. Gonna drink it. Got another key. I don't like that sound. Ah, see, like this. This is the thing you use for a cleansing ceremony in front of the Shinto shrine. Why the heck is it down here at the bottom in a person's house? Makes no sense. And then it's next to, like, the gazebo. Yeah, I'm gonna leave because I don't like that sound. That creeps me out. It's the worst ASMR experience. Whatever.